Hey guys, so for our diabetic eat today, we are going to make a chicken and apple like one pot dish. Like usually I'm one of those people who are like don't combine like fruit and like meat and stuff, but like I don't know, I was just in a mood for it, and also like these things are expiring. I'm broke. So here we are. We're using what I had in my refrigerator to make a meal, so first, we have some butter. Again, I am poor. If you can use some olive oil, it is better for you. But because I am broke, this is the one thing that is economically feasible for me right now. Sage, pepper, salt-free seasoning, parsley flakes, an onion. You want to have two apples. You can use, I'm using Red Delicious because I like the textural element. Red Delicious apples specifically have like a harder texture to them, whereas Gala, where a lot of people use like Gala or like a softer type of apple for like these type of things. It's not about the flavor for me, it's about really the texture. So that's why I'm using Red Delicious. Also, that's what I had. And finally, the stars of the show, we have our chicken breast. Yeah, right? Yeah, our chicken breast. Which we're going to end up halving so that we can have a little bit more. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So now we have everything chopped up. We have our apples chopped up, our onion chopped up, and we're going to use this much butter in a pan. I know. Oh well. Shut up. Sorry. My cat just looks at me like, excuse you. But yeah, we're going to add this to the pan first, and then we're going to handle our chicken. Okay. I put the heat on like kind of like a lower setting because we're going to let these apples crystallize, and we're going to have the, like, almost said oranges, the onions caramelize as well. So right now, the butter is starting to melt. So we're just gonna add everything because I just don't have time for this. I don't have time to wait. When you cut your apples, make sure you cut them like thinly so that everything cooks. Same with your onions, make sure those are thin as well. But everything, I kept everything like long instead of like diced up, you know what I mean? Because I like it that way, but you know, do you? So we've got our chicken breasts now. We're just gonna halve them, and then we're going to season them. So when I say half, I mean like, because they're like medium size burritos, you don't have to do like too much to them, but yeah, I just cut them in like half and stuff so that, yeah, they can be thoroughly cooked. And I'm honestly not going to eat an entire chicken breast, so be careful and watch your knife when you're doing something like this, so you know you don't cut yourself. Oh, well, I did not cut that the way I thought I did, so let's go again. Okay. Gosh, my hand's like slipping. Okay, there we go. Okay. And finally, this one might actually end up like the last one. Okay. Actually, no. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have to, I don't know if anybody else is this way, but like I cannot touch like raw chicken and then touch something like my seasonings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the bacteria transferring from one surface to another. Maybe I'm just picky like that, but I don't like it. Okay. I'm not going to go crazy with the seasonings because I don't want to, because again, I'm going to add this to the pot, but then also, you know, you've got the apples, you've got the onions, you're going to have the sage as well, so you're going to have some other flavors. I don't want it to be like too overpowered, you know. Okay. A little more pepper. I love pepper. It's like my favorite thing to use now that I can't use, or that I limit my salt intake. Okay, so these are gonna be good. Okay, so don't worry, these chickens are my strong hand. Alright, so we've got our onions and our apples. They're like working together, they're having fun. Great. Now, we're gonna take our chicken and put our chicken in. I want them to be a little like, I guess not like on each other, you know? As much space as I can really get for the chicken, you know? Alright, so we've got our chicken inside. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more seasoning. A little bit more of the pepper so that the pepper can get on the apples and the onions as well. A little bit more of like the no salt seasoning. Little parsley. That was a lot of parsley. And we're just gonna add our sage last. I'm gonna add the full twig so that later on, when it's time to like pull them out, I can pull them out. It won't be it won't be a big deal. We'll just add like one more because I like my stuff to be seasoned and flavorful. So let's just go ahead and like mix this up really quickly just to make sure it's all taken care of. Because we want to make sure this is all mixed up. Because we're just going to let it sit. We're going to let the apples caramelize. We're going to let the onions caramelize. And we're just going to let the flavor sink in. So, the flavors of everything. So, yeah. If you can't see, this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to go ahead and at the top, allow it to sit. Keep that heat low. I'm going to make it lower so I can sit and steam. And yeah, then we're going to come back and check on it. Okay, so now we're back. We've been chilling for like 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the chicken. And I think it should be done, honestly, because I made them thinner, like everything thinner, so that'd be quick, a little bit faster. Plus steam helps, so. Everything looks amazing. And if you can't see, here's the pot. Everything looks really, really good. Really good. Really seasoned. Oh my gosh. And really seasoned. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoon some of this so you guys can get a closer look, and then we're done. Okay, now we have our chicken, apples, and onions all great together. Just for reference, I did make 5 plates of meal prep food out of it, and specifically the other like compartments in a container are empty because you can put something like a vegetable and like brown rice or like a complex simple healthy carb and stuff, but this really was just to go for like the chicken and apples. But yeah, I would definitely, because there's a sauce that is created when you make it, because you've got the combination of the condensation, the water from the chicken, because obviously, like, if you go to the grocery store, chicken is definitely going to have some water in it. And also water that comes out of the apples and onions. So, you essentially got all those flavors mixing together, making a sauce. So, that is something, yeah, that is something. But it's good. I tried, like, a little bit of an apple, and it's really, really good. I mean, before this, I did eat it before, so I know it's good, but yeah. And just make sure you keep an eye on the chicken. Just make sure that it doesn't, like, overcook, because that can definitely happen, especially when you're, like, putting the lid on the pot. But yeah, super easy, super convenient, and super healthy. So